Volleyball action continues here inside the Paco Arena. This is the UNTV Volleyball League Season 4. Win and win, win in sports and win for charity. It's match number 37 of the preliminaries between the Bureau of Fire Protection Lady Firefighters versus the PhilHealth Health Insurers. Let's now meet our officials for this match. First referee, Patrick Alan Castillo, national referee. Our second referee, Marlon Macabenta, national referee. Let us now meet the starters for both teams. First, for the Bureau of Fire Protection Lady Firefighters. Let's start with our outside hitter and our team captain at number 8, Fire Officer 3, Gang Abeliana. Milbacher, number 3, Fire Officer 2, AJ Mamangon. Outside hitter, number 5, May Villanueva. Opposite hitter, number 6, Fire Officer 1, Janine Padua. Setter, number 9, Fire Officer 1, CJ Santiago. Milbacher, number 11, Fire Officer 2, Stephanie Adolfo. Starting libero at number 2, Fire Officer 1, Kat Nipales. Head coach of BFP, Fire Officer 1, Ephraim Di Makulangan. Calling on the starters of the PhilHealth Health Insurers. Let's start with our setter and our team captain at number 10, N.N. Raterta. Milbacher, number 1, Mitch Agton. Opposite hitter, number 7, Aina Gaspilio. Outside hitter, number 8, Kang Rica. Milbacher, number 9, Tin Meriales. Outside hitter, number 12, Dang Rondina. Starting libero at number 16, Trixie Laroga. Head coach of PhilHealth, Carl Espino. It's the Bureau of Fire Protection versus PhilHealth.
Powerhouse starts for these two teams right now. Seeing the starting lineup of the Lady Firefighters. Of course, si Gang Abeliana kasama dyan na nagawa natin ng feature kanina. And right now, the starting lineup para sa koponan ng PhilHealth Health Insurers. Well, sa larong ito, isang koponan dyan, babagsak dun sa kanilang win-loss record. Like a championship. Ang daming audience, ang daming supporters for this two teams, no?
Well, definitely, they are the strongest of the teams that we have here in this season.
But you don't want to start with an error para dito sa koponan ng BFP. Unang puntos para sa koponan ng PhilHealth.
Like I mentioned before and earlier, no, BFP kasi has this tendency to start slow. You know, so but if you're going up against a team as strong as or as consistent as PhilHealth, you know, you really have to get the pace going on very early.
Pero agad naman babawi doon si Gang Abeliana doon sa kanyang unang puntos doon para sa koponan ng BFP. Look at that one. Santiago to serve. Good receive. Agton on fire with that attack. Pushes that one. And then, balik agad ang bola.
So that's one thing you have to remember with PhilHealth, their setters and Raterta. You can't discount her as one of the attackers or point scorers here also in the team.
So 2-1, favor of PhilHealth. Raterta. Rondina. Santiago will set it up for Abellano. Pushes that one against the hands of Morales right there. Again, gets that score. 2-all.
So these two teams are among the better receiving teams that we have here in the league.
Morales, papalo. Sa likod. They go.
Oh, good save. Almost there for a BFP.
Balik ang kalamangan. Sa isang puntos para sa koponan dito ng Health Insurers. Terta with that serve. Santiago itataas for Adolfo.
Ball still alive.
Abellano with that hit. Rondina runs and fires.
Two-point advantage para dito sa PhilHealth.
Very energetic start for the PhilHealth team. Toss right there, push. But couldn't cross for the Terta. Down by a point here for the BFP Firefighters. 3 serving 4, Gang Abellana. Good receive there. They go to Caspillo. This time to Villanueva, challenged by the blockers. Another attempt for Villanueva, who gets that one.
We're seeing good coverage here on the side of BFP.
For all. Morales. Adolfo with that push, and it's good. (5-4). Held by a point for the BFP. Good receive coming from the PhilHealth, Caspillo. This one, it's Villanueva. The Terta low set is good for Morales. Villanueva drops that. Caspillo.
A net touch by Fanny Adolfo. So that touch on her way down.
Second error for the BFP. 5-all. Adolfo. Rica. And it's out. Way too long for that off speed coming from Rica. Oh, way out for Padua. Team Morales, who used to play for the NCMH last season. Goes Adolfo. Caspillo with that drop. So far, it's good for the PhilHealth. Dikit ang laban. 7 serving 6 here. Oh, good serve. Villanueva to fly, but getting off the hands. 7-all. Agdon, denied right there.
No coverage on the side of PhilHealth. One hand set. Oh, that catches the line. The point goes to PhilHealth.
So this is the kind of game that we're expecting. Di kita ng laro dito. Tied at 8 once again for these two teams. Let's hear it from Liza.
Yes, Reno, with both teams remaining undefeated, it is only fitting to find out the secret behind their unblemished records. For head coach Efraim Dimakulangan ng BFP, ang kanyang sekreto raw ay ang tough love. Ito raw ang tumulong sa kanila para mas maging cohesive and to move more as a unit this season. Lalo na daw ngayon na mas gising na gising ang momentum at skills na mayroon sila. On the flip side, for the PhilHealth Health Insurers, Coach Carl Espino says that it is a mix of tough love and gentle parenting. Aminado daw siya na iba-iba ang kailangan ng bawat player. Kaya importante raw na mag-adjust siya according to each player. Today, we hope that both teams will show us a head-to-head game. Kaya naman, balik sa inyo dyan, Rina and Ivy.
Thank you so much, Glyza. Of course, different coaches, different styles for these two teams. Tied again at 9.
Exchange of points we're having here early on in the first set. But we did expect this to be a tight match.
Easy over for Rica right there. Santiago, Mangon. Rica blocked.
Oh, miscommunication on the side of BFP. Again, those things gotta hurt.
That's right. Isang kalamangan para dito sa kupunan ng Health Insurers. Go to Gang. That's too wide. Parang ito pa lang yung malaking kalamangan para sa kupunan ng PhilHealth. 2 points. Also earlier, they had 2-4 in the scores. Passing.
Free ball para dito sa BFP.
Terta to Agton. Goes back to them. This time, Rondina off. It's good.
With off speed.
And si Rondina with 3 points now for the Health Insurers. Still Rica on the service line. Loaded serve. And it's out. Then serving 12 here. Good receive coming from Laroga. Rondina. Toss is okay. Back set to Padua. Off is good. Middle to Rica, they go. Tataas lang yan muli para dito kay Gang Abellana o Laroga. Doing a good job right there. Ito naman si Mamangon.
Good rally we had there. A lot of good defense.
That's the first point coming from Anjanette Mamangon. Terta for Agton. Go to Padua and off speed coming from Gang Abellana. Rica from the back. Ito naman si Villanueva as they give it once again to Gang. Rondina pushes that one. Sets it up for Agton this time. Mamangon in front. Delivers to zone 1. Babalik agad for BFP. Padua.
A miscalculation there from BFP. That was a long rally, really quite unfortunate. It had to end with the error on the side of BFP.
So far, the PhilHealth team has maintained this 2-point advantage against the BFP Firefighters. 13 serving 11. Gang Abellana in front. And she delivers that attack. Three points for Gang Abellana. Oh!
Two errors already at the service line para dito sa BFP. So, 2-point advantage pa rin being enjoyed here by PhilHealth.
Adolfo. But bad passing for the PhilHealth team. Serving 14 here. Looking at Gang Abellana on deck to serve for the BFP. Better receive coming from Laroga that time. Oh!
That was inside, miscalculated by Raterta.
Umatras pa siya eh. Thinking that it was really out. Tied at 14 all with a serve from Gang. Rondina. Off the hands there of Adolfo. Rondina, who had 13 points on their last game. Bad passing for the BFP, but gagawa ng paraan. They go to Caspillo. That hit is hard and long. Si Puyo at saka si Piosca papasok dito sa koponan ng Lady Firefighters. Ang hirap makabante, no?
That's right. You know, both
Sa dalawang
teams
koponan.
are actually keeping it very close.
That's gonna be the first point coming from Team Merales. Look at this one. Isang puntos na kalamangan being enjoyed here by the PhilHealth. Back set is good. Rica, Papalo denied. They go to Caspillo. And then Villanueva. Yun lang, taas ng bola para sa kanila. Si Agton naman, challenging the blocker right there.
Another long rally.
Back set is good. Good dig coming from the PhilHealth team. Rica!
You know, PhilHealth really just being very patient with receiving and with attacking.
Balik sa dalawang kalamangan ng kupunan ng Health Insurers. Agton puts it back for the BFP, Villanueva. There goes a run from Rica, but pushes that ball. Villanueva too close to the net.
A lot of miscues and miscommunication happening on the side of BFP.
Biggest lead so far para sa kupunan ng Health Insurers. Kaya timeout muna dito sina Coach Demaculangan.
Okay, so ngayon, pwestuhan natin. Dapat nakikita natin yung tao sa kabila. Ilan yung spiker? Tatlo. Nasa likod pa yung setter. So ngayon, middle, tapatan muna yung tao, ma'am. Ha? Tapatan mo na tao. Huwag mo na iwanan yung middle kasi pwedeng iba to sa middle. Ngayon, hindi binato ng middle. Subukan natin umabot. Okay? Nasa likod, supportahan nyo. Okay? Let's go! Tara, wag lang tayo mag-stop. Let's go!
3-point lead being enjoyed here by PhilHealth. Again, they have been very consistent with their defense, with their reception. Mirales with the serve.
Puts it up for Villanueva, pushes that one. Finds the hole for the PhilHealth. Receive. Agton, but it touches the antenna right there. Serving 18 here. Raterta. Turika drops that one. Palace would receive from the back to Rondina. And knocks that one in for Rondina. 5 points for Chrissy Rondina.
It's just, just putting the ball safely over, but she's also mindful kung saan niya dinadala, so trying to find those gaps in the defense of BFP.
Near the net, they go. Mamangon. Chance for the BFP. Villanueva. Challenging the defense here in the receive of the PhilHealth team. Down by a point here for the BFP. Ito si Villanueva, leading scorer for the BFP right now. 4 points for her. Agdon to the back of the BFP. Back set is good. Nepales. all. Ilang deadlock na rin natin to of this game.
Again, both teams are keeping it close. Good pass from PhilHealth.
Pushes but denied there for Agton. Sarika. Gang for a softer touch right there. Agton of the hands of Abeliana. Agton, that's gonna be her 3rd point in this game. Balik ang kalamangan para sa kupunan ng PhilHealth by point. Agton, nagawa ng paraan yon. Mamangon in front. Just opted for that soft drop para dito kay AJ Mamangon. all. First time out here for Coach Carl Espino.
Iintuin natin sa Abellana. Wala silang opensa, depensa tayo. Hindi natin papapaluin ng mga ISO. Tapos naman tayo sa opensa.
1:1 ang nangyayari ha, 1:1. Hindi pwedeng gano'n, kailangan 3:1.
Basa na, basa!
Yes!
Looking at the stats right now, pantay na pantay silang dalawang kuponan na ito. With the attacks, blocks, and even on the errors here.
Yeah, well, we don't expect anything less, you know. So both right now with 13 attacks, both had 1 block, both with 6 errors. So talagang lahat.
Pati sa score, pantay at
Pantay
20.
din, right.
Agton with that drop. They go to Abellana na pinapabantayan sa kanila ni Coach Espino. From the middle, it's Caspillo. This time, Mangon brings that ball to zone 1. Push by Agton. Padua.
Good save by Raterta.
Agton, babalik sa kanya. Abellana hits long.
Was there a touch? No touch according to our referee.
Michelle Agton. Santiago with the back set. This time to Abellana. Push. But Morales with that easy over for the BFP. Padua denied. Abellana will score again for the BFP. Abellana. 4 points now. Omyot papasok para dito kay Mamangon. At 21 all. First duty is to serve for Omyot.
Serve is good, but pass is good as well for PhilHealth.
Oh! Good connection between Raterta and Morales that time around as Morales gets her second point. To all. Si Abellana na ating best player from the last game. This time, push by Morales. Si Villanueva.
Oh, almost a good save there.
Villanueva so far 5 points on this game. Last time around, on their last game, she contributed 8 points for Jelly May Villanueva.
A miscue from the side of PhilHealth.
Kaya timeout muna dito si Coach Carl Espino.
Tiwala sa Spider, okay? 3, team!
Looking at the supporters of the BFP earlier, at bet-bet din nila itong kanilang marching band dito sa atin sa Paco Arena. It's a Wednesday triple header and we're bringing you the second match for this afternoon between the PhilHealth and the BFP. On our first match earlier, nanalo po dyan ang koponan ng AFP kontra sa koponan ng NHA. And later on for Game 3, maghaharap naman po dyan ang koponan ng PNP kontra sa koponan ng DNR Lawin Spikers. One more point for the BFP. Receive. They go to Caspillo with that drop. Ito si Villanueva. Rondina, papalo sa likod. Ito naman si Padua. Cross is good. Caspillo, off speed is good as well. Push for Padua in front. Rondina, punch that one. Pero babalik sa kanila ang bola. Rondina once again. This time to Adolfo rather. Finding that gap for the PhilHealth that will close this first set in favor of the BFP Firefighters. Tight set dito sa ating first set on this match for these two teams. Dikit na dikit ang laban na ito. Of course, we'll see some playbacks here of our first set of action. We'll be back for the second set.
PhilHealth has actually been playing very consistent. And I think one of the advantages that they have compared to BFP is the fact that they're passing better. They actually read the ball better than BFP, lalo na pagdating do sa mga off-speed o kaya yung mga tips. No? So, I think for the side of PhilHealth, it's just a matter of conversion. You know, just being able to convert more of their attack points into, attempts rather, into attack points. Because I think both teams kasi they're playing very well, you know. So parang wala ka namang, as a coach, probably wala ka naman ang hihingin eh. So minimizing the errors would probably be another thing because 7 errors, and if you're playing with a team as strong as these two, you know, errors talaga dyan na rin magkakatalo. So if they are still able to minimize that one, then the team would be at a better advantage.
Pero ito, too long for that push coming from the BFP. So, unang puntos para dito sa koponan ng Health Insurers.
This is same story kung paano nagsimula ang set number 1.
Halos wala naman kasing malaking lead din itong dalawang koponan na ito. Lalamang lang ng dalawa hanggang dun sa latter part ng ating first set, no? Kung saan 3 puntos yung nakuha ng BFP. Rondina, drop is good. Papalo si Abellana.
Good reflex on the side of PhilHealth.
Pamangon, drops that one. Dika at the back. Padua on the run for a cross. And then goes to Caspillo, drops that one. Bad passing. Easy over para sa koponan ng PhilHealth. Rondina, lakas na palo. Abellana responds to that. Mirales pushes that one, punches it in. Third point for Christine Mirales.
So this was what I was saying earlier. No? Ang dami nating long rallies, and that's one of the longer rallies we've had so far in the match. And it's usually it ends in the favor of PhilHealth.
Sobrahan sa power for Raterta. Punch there. Over the net. And it's going to be a point for the BFP. Tied at 2-all. Mangon, 2 points.
Oh, service ace.
Hesitation for Laroga. Dalawang isip pa siya kung sasaluhin niya or hindi. Ang bolang yun. 3 serving 2 right now. Good dig from Rica. Spilio knocks that one in for the PhilHealth team. Leading lady for the PhilHealth, Rondina, 5 points now. Amangon drops the Adolfo rather drops it. Gets that one. Pang-5 puntos para dito kay Stephanie Adolfo. Pantay ng score ni Jelly May Villanueva. Rika. Padua, babalik lang dito para sa kupunan ng PhilHealth from the back to Rondina. Got that one. They go to Villanueva.
Well, all the tips are working in the favor of BFP. Last 2 points were actually drop balls.
Lamang na ng 2 puntos ang kupunan ng Lady Firefighters. 5 serving 3 here. Easy over for Caspilio. Adolfo. All the hands there of Morales. She gets that point for Stephanie Adolfo. Point leads here by the BFP. Espilio will attack. Easy over for Villanueva.
Oh, too close to the net, but the net touch on the side of PhilHealth. PhilHealth struggling a little bit here.
Kaya 4 na puntos na ang kalamangan dito ng BFP that we've never seen in the first set. Yung ganitong kalamangan.
So a little challenge in the passing naman on the side of PhilHealth, so they're not able to set up their attackers.
Ika sabit sa net. Another error committed by them. He's not wanting what he's seeing for Coach Carlos Nino. Kaya let's listen in to his timeout.
Usap tayo sa loob. Time na naman tayo sa loob.
First ball muna. Yun yung nagiging problem ba hindi tayo makapalo ng maayos. Okay? Ayusin muna natin yung first ball. And then, sige lang. Over na. Tulungan nyo sila guys. Pasa muna.
Kayang-kaya na natin yung pensong nasa harap nila. Huwag nyo i-pressure yung sarili nyo. Amo sa kanila pressure, okay?
Biggest lead so far here by the BFP, 5 points.
Another error on the side of PhilHealth.
They continue to struggle here. 6 big points. Ang advantage na dito ng koponan ng Lady Firefighters.
That's actually a 6-point run created by BFP. 3 consecutive errors ang last 3 points nitong BFP.
Let's go to Gleisel to hear it from her.
Allow me to go back to the BFP Lady Firefighters team captain Gang Abellana dahil there's more to her story than what we shared in our segment earlier. Pangarap daw talaga ni Gang to pursue criminology ever since she was young. Unfortunately, hindi kinaya ng kanyang pamilya na suportahan siya kaagad sa kolehiyo. That's why she had to wait and stop studying for 2 years after finishing high school. But being the fighter that she is, Gang was able to conquer all adversity, and today she's been in the service for a decade, celebrating her 11th year with BFP this October. And as she celebrates her birthday this Saturday, isa lang ang wish niya at iyan ay ang kampyonato this season. Rina and Ivy?
Thank you so much, Gleisel. Advance happy birthday to
That's right.
Gang Abellana. Siyempre nga naman, kung mag-birthday ka, ang birthday wish lagi nila manalo.
Manalo, correct, yeah.
Especially this one because this is a difficult opponent para sa kanila, itong kupunan ng PhilHealth team.
Good reception there.
Gang from the back.
Another long rally. And again, ends in the favor of PhilHealth.
Ton pupuntos para sa kupunan ng PhilHealth. Cutting that 6-point lead earlier of the BFP to 5 points now. 5 serving 10. Go to Adolfo Caspilio. Fire it up. Slowly, itong kupunan ng PhilHealth, humahabol dito sa kupunan ng BFP. Spilio with that serve. Villanueva. Attack is long for Villanueva.
Or she has been trying to go for that down the line. And she has had success, dun sa angulong yun, the direction na yun. But this time around, masyadong not too much flick of the wrist probably went out.
From as much as 6 points. Babalik ang kalamangan dito sa 4 points.
Fanny Adolfo has had a lot of success with that off speed. She's been targeting that donut hole in the middle of the defense of PhilHealth.
So far, 7 big points for Fanny Adolfo for the BFP.
Beliana.
Don. Taas for Mamangon and Santiago to Abellana. Agton pushes that one. Ball is still alive. Go for Rica. And Villanueva with that drop. Pushed by Raterta. Still alive near the net. There's gonna be a whistle.
That's usually a problem on the side of BFP, no? Parang if the sequence actually has not followed, they get confused.
So it's 8 serving, 11 here. Tatlong puntos. Ang inahabol ng PhilHealth. Agton spikes back.
Overpass. Regalo para kay Agton.
4 points for Mitch Agton. Set things up for Mamangon. Spilio. Easy over coming from Rondina. Namangon ulit. This one, they go to Rika from the back, and it's long. Costly errors for the PhilHealth team right now. 7 na yung errors nila.
Samantalang BFP still managing or able to control their errors. 4 free points pa lamang ang pinamimigay so far.
Push by Padua. Rondina adjusted on that one. Go to Gang, who delivers that. And the back row of the PhilHealth team. Balik sa 4 ang kalamangan ng BFP. 13-9 here. Rondina. That's that one. A push. This one, Agton.
A good defense on BFP.
Go for the back. Tina. Ito naman si Abellana.
She has been targeting long. Pero miscalculated there by Gang Abellana.
Abellana, 5 points now for the BFP team. Mabangon in front, denied. Go to Abellana, makabawi-bawi man lang dun sa kanyang long attack kanina. Abellana, 6 points now for the BFP. Serve. Morales.
Mirales with another solid hit. You know, they could keep on going to Mirales, but what's important is syempre yung magandang passing also on the side of PhilHealth para they can set up Mirales.
3 ladies with 4 points now for the PhilHealth. Agton, Rika, and Mirales. And Rondina with 5 points for the team. Butas na butas. Back row defense nitong koponan ng Health Insurers.
Good angle there by Gang Abellana. Nobody in that corner, zone 5.
But Mirales will continue to contribute points for the Health Insurers.
PhilHealth should maximize Mirales while she is still at the front line.
12 serving, 15 here. Casey Rondina to serve. Yang from the side.
Good defense.
Rondina from the back. Ito naman si Adolfo. Mirales once again. 3 back-to-back points para dito kay Team Mirales of the Health Insurers.
And what's good about Mirales, you know, is she's able to angle her attack. So, the first few points niya was on the other side. That was on the zone 1, zone 2. So, good variation, making it difficult for the defense to read her attacks.
Rika punches that one in. 5 points now for Rochelle Rika. Ito naman, timeout para dito sa BFP.
Matigas yung katawan natin. Huwag tayo magmadali sa ginagawa. Dahan-dahan lang, isang pasa lang ulit. Ilang spiker sa harap? 3. O 3 yung spiker natin. Lahat ng pwedeng batuan, papatay. Okay, so isang pasa lang maganda, isang set lang na maayos, tapos matay tayo ng bola. Okay? Let's go! Reset na. Let's go!
Hopefully that timeout will break the mini run being created by PhilHealth. That's a 3-0 run there. Care of the insurance protectors. They're just down by 1 point. So kanina 4, no? They were down by 4. So it's now just a 1 point advantage para sa BFP.
All of those 3 points coming from Team Merales.
That's right.
Now it's 6 points for the PhilHealth team, and that goes out. Tied at 15 all. Ang tagal-tagal nating hindi nagkaroon ng tie here. The last one is at the score of 2. Now 15 all.
And a service ace. .5-0 run para dito sa PhilHealth. They're now at the advantage. 16 serving 15.
Tina with also 6 points on this game already. Adolfo pushes. Eureka!
Did not seem to cross, but there was no call. But either way, point goes to BFP.
All. Maganda yung hinabol dito ng kupunan ng Health Insurers for that timeout. Merales, but it's gonna fly long for Merales. Narogat, Merales, they go.
Oh, call. That's a double touch called against BFP.
All for these two teams. PhilHealth and BFP.
Oh, good serve from Team Merales.
That's going to be the first service ace coming from Team Merales. 7 points now for Team. 6 coming from the attacks and 1 in the service.
Another good serve.
Yang from the back. Agton taps that one in. Oh, galing. Rika easy over. Si Adolfo punches that one. Roberta off speed is good. And ito slowly climbing into the scores. Itong kupunan ng PhilHealth Health Insurers. 2-point advantage for the team right now.
The BFP struggling a little with reading the ball and with ball control. So they're able to get the touches. Another good serve mula kay Team Merales.
Second timeout for the set for the BFP. Enig tayo.
Kailangan natin mag-attempt. Basta umangat yung bola, magagawan nyo na yung bola. Okay? Kailangan walang bumagsak na bola. Okay, let's go. Tapos na. May bike kami sa likod. Let's go.
This is a good comeback by PhilHealth. They were trailing behind for the most part of the second set. BFP actually enjoyed a lead as much as 6 points here in this set. So magandang pagkakahabol nitong PhilHealth.
Dolfo Morales for that second ball. Punches that one for Rika. So this
Fusion
one,
once again on the side of BFP.
Agton. Ito si Villanueva, but denied. Santiago Padua off speed. Agton. Balik kay Villanueva. Oh, maganda yon. Ginawa ni Agton. Punches that one. Tie kick is good. Almost a good save. Kaya lang, wala na masyadong mababa ng bola for the PhilHealth team.
So a lot of tips. Alam mo, nakakapagod tong laro na ginagawa nitong PhilHealth tsaka BFP, ah.
Di lang yan. Masakit sa katawan yung pag-dive sa bola.
Mas nakakapagod, depensahan ang mga drop ball, mga tips, kesa sa malalakas na palo.
Hindi mo kasi masabi kung aataking malakas eh.
You know, the extra effort you put into diving, you have to get up. Yeah, you see bodies flying all over. Pass is good there.
Agton opted for an attack. And she delivers a point for the team. Pagod na si Abellana, papahinga munang bagya as she will be replaced by Omyot here. One-two play coming from the BFP. No look pass for Agton that time. Adolfo in front. Villanueva, but it catches the net for her. Biggest lead so far here by the PhilHealth team. 4 points now. It's going to be 22 serving 18 here. Good serve. Services for Caspillo. That's gonna be a third point para dito kay Christy Aina Caspillo.
Fourth service ace para dito sa PhilHealth in the second set.
That's huge. 2 puntos na lang to be able to close this one in favor of the PhilHealth. Yoska Tunipales.
There was a touch according to the first referee.
Bika. Oh, timing was not there for Adolfo.
Well, she was too far from the net at diniin pa niya. So that's why it didn't cross over. Set point para sa PhilHealth.
Chance for the PhilHealth. 1-2 play from Raterta. And that will do for the PhilHealth team to be able to get a one-set win already here dito sa ating match na ito. Of course, the first set earlier won by the BFP. And so far, the PhilHealth team come from behind itong pagkapanalo nila dito sa kupunan ng BFP on this second set. We'll do some playbacks. Himay-himayin natin ang ating scores when we come back. Of course, kung hindi kayo makapanood ngayon ng live, pwede nyo pa rin balikan yung mga games natin dun sa ating YouTube channel ng UNTV Sports. Hashtag Win and Win, Win in Sports, Win for Charity. Rika with that first serve. Manmangon punches a score for the BFP. Duterte to Agton, they go. Alanganin yung bola coming from Agton eh. Hindi na rin makuha ni Villanueva.
Good hit there by Agton.
Puyo, denied right there.
That's what I'm talking about, you know. So for BFP, they have a lot of those kinds of moments na they're able to keep the ball alive, but nobody knows who's going to get it next. Saan dadalhin yung bola. So that usually causes them the point. For PhilHealth naman, yung mga ganong sequences, medyo mas, mas may system.
Oo.
So they're able to return it or keep the ball alive on their side of the court.
This one, Morales hits that one and gets that point. Team Morales, 9 points now for her. Very efficient when either she's serving or she's in front for Team Morales. Good serve coming from Agton. Easy over for the BFP. Rondina.
Good pick up there by Villanueva.
Push from Santiago. Duterte. Easy over once again para dito sa koponan ng PhilHealth. Push to zone 1. Mamangon, no look pass. Rondina in front. Attack zone 5. Enjoying a 3-point advantage at the start of this third set for the PhilHealth team. 4 serving 1 here. Morales in double digits na pala siya with 10 points, no? And 6 points for Agton and Rika for the PhilHealth team. Rondina with 7 points. Meanwhile, Villanueva gets that score.
AJ Mamangon for the serve.
Morales. Dolfo strikes to the back. Ito si Rondina lilipad.
Double contact called against BFP.
The PhilHealth still continues to enjoy here the lead. 3-point lead para sa kanilang koponan. Duterte with that serve. Go to Padua to attack. Gotta be the second point for Janine Padua. Morales, but denied by Adolfo.
Good read by Fanny Adolfo Morales. Just before that block by Fanny Adolfo has been successful, for the most part sa lahat ng kanya mga attempts.
Pero mukhang babantayan na siya ni Adolfo dyan. Rondina tries the strike. And she knocks that one in for the team. 6-4. 2-point advantage for the PhilHealth. Rondina not far behind from Morales in the score sheets. 9 points now. Adolfo punches that one. Ito si Nipales. Si Rika drops that one. Villanueva attacks. Caspilio. Hit is good. Caspilio, 4 points for the Health Insurers.
And off speed, not read by BFP.
Balik sa tatlong kalamangan ng PhilHealth team. Palace. Oh, miscommunication on the side of the green shirts that time around. Long. Baba sa isang puntos na lang inahabol dito ng koponan ng BFP. Puyo to serve. No look passing once again from Adolfo in front. Si Rika, off speed. Si Adolfo atake. Babalik lang yan, coming from Caspillo. This time, Villanueva with the help from the net.
Lucky break for BFP. We're tied 7-all.
Habol for Caspillo that time. Oh, tough angle para dito kay Villanueva. Gleisel will have another report for us. Go ahead, Gleisel.
Salamat, Rina. Coach Carl Espino remains firm on his reminder to the PhilHealth Health Insurers that they are here to compete and win, not just to show up, emphasizing that at this point, it is a mental game and a test of character for his squad. Ani nga ni Coach Carl earlier in this game, he wants to address lapses in their floor coverage, and coming into this set, ang huling paalala niya sa koponan is to sustain the same momentum and high energy until the end dahil ang maayos na execution at panapos raw is what made the difference for them in that second set. The huddle ended with a reminder that they can't be complacent against the Lady Firefighters. Rina and Ivy?
Maraming salamat, Gleisel. So true, it's going to be a mental game and test of character for this two teams. Ayaw mong bumitaw sa larong ito, and you wanted to keep it close against each other. Villanueva fires up with that attack. Rika denied. Caspillo punches that one. Adolfo off speed is good. Rika once again. Adolfo, 1-2 play, is gonna convert a score for the BFP.
One of the few long rallies won by BFP. This time, Adolfo, successful doon sa kanyang, kanina pa niya gusto gawin yun eh.
Oh.
So this time around, she had the right angle, she had the right height in her reach.
Why not? Lady in double digits also for Fanny Adolfo for the BFP. Mamangon. Easy over coming from Agton. Villanueva attacks. Pero walang tao, walang papasahan coming from Laroga.
It was a poor pass from Laroga.
Nine all. Second deadlock of this set. Ton.
That's close to the net.
Padua wants this one. Tumamangon. So naman si Agton challenges the back. She sees an opening right there and delivers that one for Mitch Agton.
No blocker for Mitch Agton.
7 points para dito kay Mitch Agton. Mamangon. That's that one. And Raterta punches for that zone 5 near the line.
Well, this is what we've been saying. No, you don't discount Raterta as one of the attackers here for PhilHealth.
Kala mo setter lang, no? Pero pasimpleng umaatake. It's gonna be the 4th error coming from Christian Caspillo. She has 4 points but offset lang because 4 errors na rin siya. Don. Padua punches that one. 1-2 play is good for NN. Oh, chance for the PhilHealth team. This time Rika will convert another extra point for the PhilHealth team. Rika 8 points now. So far for the PhilHealth, they have maintained this lead of serving 10. Puyo. We go to Padua to attack. Si Rondina. Sasalo din niya ng BFP. Padua once again. This
Drop
time at well, they feel like they needed Abellana back on the floor for the BFP team. So balik na si Abellana and Pioska for the Lady Firefighters. 3-point advantage for the PhilHealth team. 13 serving 10 here. Chase there to Abellana. They go. Denied. Abellana once again. This time Raterta. Rondina for a kill, but it's still alive here. Ito si Anton, softer touch.
Well, that was a good read there by BFP. This is a good hustle.
Mamangon. Laroga, chance for the BFP. 1-2 play. Will score for Raterta.
Raterta probably saying, this is how you do it.
Balik agad.
Oo.
Nang walang tinitingnan. Four points lead. Biggest so far for the PhilHealth. 14-10. Rondina fires up. Abellana brings it to the back of the PhilHealth team. Rondina once again tries for the off-speed. Drop is okay for Abellana. Agton pushes that one. Abellana once again. Agton denied. Agton once again. Challenges the BFP, but the ball is still up here. Agton on the side. Puyo.
It's a very long rally.
Aha! Pero dun lang yon. Dun sa mga pa-push-push, patapik-tapik ni Raterta. So, 5-point advantage. Biggest lead so far for the PhilHealth team. We'll have a timeout here by the BFP.
Instruction, dalawa yung spiker, pinag-iwalay niyo yung bola. Okay, so dapat middle, tsagayin natin yung pag-block. Okay, ngayon, kita nyo na yung kamay, nakaganto. Kabablakin pa ba natin? Hindi na. Okay, ready na tayo sa chance ball. Atake, kailangan natin pumorsyento. Ha?
Let's go! Let's go, Fire!
And your PNP Lady Patrollers waiting for their turn, but enjoying the match first against the PhilHealth and the BFP. We are in the third set, and it is PhilHealth in the lead, 15-10. Slow start for the side of BFP, but PhilHealth has been pretty much consistent. So they've been winning majority of all the long rallies, and they've been playing smart. Free ball given by BFP. Raterta gets a chance to attack. Over receive. Dump by Agton. And that gives PhilHealth their 16th point. BFP not able to anticipate these movements from the PhilHealth. Puyo off the hands of the block. Rondina picked up by Villanueva. Mamangon denied. Abellana off speed. Rondina off the hands of the block. Another point here for PhilHealth. 6-point run para dito sa PhilHealth.
Substitution for the Lady Firefighters out. Number 10, Gavin Lucas, and number 5 out, number 14.
Yod coming back in for the BFP, and Tuka seeing action for the first time para sa koponan ng Lady Firefighters. Biggest lead so far para sa koponan ng PhilHealth team. At passing. Chance for the PhilHealth team. Rondina punches that one. Ito si Gang Abellana, pero hindi magkakross yung kanyang ball ngayon.
Problems going on the side of BFP.
Nahirapan makarecover ang BFP, no? So far, 6-point lead for the PhilHealth team. As Gang from the middle delivers that one well. Raterta. Another one from Raterta.
You know, she has been playing very smart here in this game. And that's, I think, primarily one of the differences that we can see here from BFP and PhilHealth. You know, kasi PhilHealth just trying to make things a little bit more difficult para dito sa BFP.
Kung saan nila dinadala yung bola eh. And, you know, yung mga push na coming from Raterta, hirap na hirap basahin dito ng koponan ng BFP. Wow. 19-11 for the PhilHealth team. They continue to dominate here. 8 points now. This is a very comfortable lead para sa koponan ng PhilHealth also. Rondina. Push right there from Gang. Rondina will try once again. Gang, mas malakas na palo at that time. Rondina. Set for Puyo. This time, Raterta. Blocked by Tukas. Off speed. Di na na-tsempohan ulit ni Tukas to be able to block that ball.
And again, this is where you see the difference in play of PhilHealth. So they're just trying to make the defense of BFP move. Ito naman, BFP on the other hand, that's one of the challenges they're having right now. No? Yung parang mabasa yung mga atake nitong PhilHealth. Meanwhile, that 1-2 play works in the favor of BFP care of Kioska.
Unang puntos yan para kay Yuna Pioska. Morales denied. Rondina, that flyer attack. Pero sasabit muli ang bola sa net for the BFP. They still continue to dominate here for the PhilHealth team. Two ladies in double digits, Morales and Rondina, 10 and 12 points respectively. And si Agton malapit na rin, 9 points na siya para sa kanilang kupunan. We also have Rica with 8 points. Meanwhile, on the side of the BFP, you're looking at Adolfo with 10 points. And Villanueva with 8 points for the team. Abellana, 7 points. Serving 21 here.
Oh, good block there by BFP, denying Morales. Oh, that must have felt good for Fanny Adolfo.
Oh. That's gonna be a second block point for this set for the BFP. Rondina on the go to score some more points for the PhilHealth. 13 big points for Chrissy Rondina. 13 din siya nung last game. On their last game, she had 13 points as well.
Oh, she's going to exceed that output already because they're only in the third set. That's called outside.
Error after error for this BFP team. And a much needed timeout for the team as well. Let's listen in.
Depensa tayo. Convert natin ito. Okay? Hindi ma-pressure. Ha? Ilaroin lang natin yung normal nating laro. Okay?
Kaya pa yan, kaya pa yan.
Isang pasa lang. Isang pasa.
Wala lang. Let's go, Firefighters!
We've seen or we've heard, you know, what coach has said, you know, kailangan nilang laruin yung kanilang laro because obviously this is not, you know, how BFP plays. They're obviously rattled here in this set. They're kind of struggling, you know, parang to get the system back in place. And the PhilHealth naman is taking advantage of that fact. Kaya natin mo the offense of PhilHealth, not necessarily everything has to be hard, but you know, just making everybody in the court move on the side of BFP.
Good timeout for the BFP as they responded with a point there. Morales, that drop. Rica, off the hands there of Adolfo.
So that's where PhilHealth has also been scoring their points now. Those touches in the hands of the blockers. And BFP not able to keep it alive on their side of their court.
Sustain this biggest lead so far for the team, 9 points para sa koponan ng PhilHealth.
Oh, that was a good save by Morales.
Any part of the body nga naman.
Good defense on the side of PhilHealth.
1-2 coming from the BFP. Rica with that cross. Ongyot tries this one. The receive. Ongyot once again. Still in play for the ball. Taas for Adolfo. Much needed point para sa koponan ng BFP team. Care of Fanny Adolfo.
This is a tall mountain to climb for BFP. No room for errors.
Rica Raterta pushes that one. Puyo, top speed is good. Rika, off the hands there of Etukas. That has been a very dominating win for the PhilHealth team, also for this third set, getting 2 sets already, 2-set advantage now for the PhilHealth team on this match. We've seen some highlights, good moves, including the highlights from Raterta as Mirales as well there in the play. We'll be back for the 4th set of action here.
PhilHealth, they're much more careful, or much more, they have more precise ball control. So that's why it's easier for them, to return the ball or keep the ball alive. Meanwhile, on the side of BFP, again, like what I mentioned earlier, they're a bit scrappy. Pagka hindi sakto yung dating ng bola, nahihirapan sila to keep it on their side of the court or to keep the ball alive on their side of the court. But the errors as well, those are things that the BFP would have to be mindful of.
And I think more consistency also on the part of the PhilHealth during that third set. No? Tuloy-tuloy yung kanilang abante doon. Hindi nila pinagbigyan na makalamang sa kanilang kupunan ng BFP. So the momentum is still on their side. Bringing in their first point here dito sa ating 4th set. Bad passing for the BFP. Chance for the PhilHealth team. Mirales with that attack. Gets that to score from Mirales. So far, Team Mirales with 11 points now. Tatlo na silang in double digits for the PhilHealth team. Mirales with 11 points, Rondina with 13, and Rochelle Rica with 10 points. Konti na lang isang puntos for Agton. Makahabol-habol dun sa double digits na yan. Espilio.
Yeah, the struggle in the passing for BFP is really causing them problems, because they get a touch with the ball, na hawakan naman nila. It's just that sometimes kung saan pumupunta ang bola. So, nahihirapan yung mga teammates nila, try to keep it alive.
Another bad passing. Kakatuwa itong si Raterta. 8 points now for NN Raterta. 1 point in the service line. But that's gonna be out. Passing is not so good. Easy over. Pero ito rin, hindi rin maganda ang passing ng BFP.
That's right. It was only a free ball, pero poor communication on the side of BFP.
They go to Villanueva from the back, which delivers a point for the BFP. Serving for Caspillo. But it's gonna be called out for Caspillo. Cutting the lead to a point here. Angie Mamangon on deck to serve. Yun lang, it's out. Later on, we'll still have our third match for this afternoon. PNP kontra po yan sa koponan ng DNR right after this one. At may isang koponan na ngayon na magkakaroon na ng dungis dun sa kanilang win-loss record right after this game. Abellana pushes. Vika. Off speed. And it counts.
And defense problems continuing here for BFP. And they struggle a lot, you know, when the attacker on the side of PhilHealth, pagka nagkakaroon ng block touch eh. So, BFP is not able to return that. Good hustle from PhilHealth.
Adolfo.
That was a lucky break for Fanny Adolfo, but we'll take that any day.
So far, Adolfo, 14 big points for the BFP. Next one to her is Jelly Villanueva with 9 points at 7 points for Gang Abellana. Napako rin yung scoring nitong si Gang Abellana, no? Dito sa larong ito.
He hasn't been scoring as much also, no? So parang medyo, we've seen her also struggle with her attacks in the first 2 sets. A lot of errors, a lot of outside hits.
Last game, she had 18 points. Right now, limited to 7 points for Gang Abellana. Meanwhile, Villanueva, flyer cross.
Good pickup. Oh, that was a good set.
Taterta, Caspillo, tataas lang yung bolang yon. There goes Villanueva with that off speed. Rika. Chance for the PhilHealth team. Anton. Villanueva attacking muli. This time, Rika. Ball is still up for these two teams. Another one from Villanueva.
Long rally. Adolfo ends it. So BFP now having a better statistics when it comes to the long rally. So far, gumaganda na yung ratio nila, no? Sila yung nakakapuntos doon sa long rallies.
But still down by 2 points here for the BFP. Anton. This time, Villanueva. The ball goes to Agton. Babalikan lang niya dito si Adolfo for Mitch Agton, who shares the stats in double digits for the other ladies as well. Puntahan muna natin si Glycel at this time.
Na hindi pwedeng bumaba ang intensity ng kanilang koponan, just like what Coach Efraim Dimacolangan mentioned earlier. Hindi lang nila dapat tapatan kung doblehin pa ang intensity, all while being composed to be able to out-hustle the Health Insurers. And in this frame, if they want to force a deciding 5th set, Coach Efraim called on them to have better presence of mind, emphasizing that they cannot be rattled and make rash decisions, saying that they need to read and play smarter against their opponents. Rina and Ivy?
They're doing right now, playing it more focused and smarter for the BFP. Maraming salamat, Glycel.
Just a 1-point advantage now para sa PhilHealth. Agton. Good save. Villanueva with the tip.
They go this time. Chance for the PhilHealth. Rika. Mamangon. That drop is good for her. First time to tie at 8 points here. unang deadlock on this fourth set. Very eager na makahabol pa dito ang koponan ng BFP to be able to force a fifth set on this match. But Rika has another idea. This one.
She clearly saw that open area in the defense of BFP. No coverage.
1-2 play coming from the BFP. Denied. 9-all. Villanueva on deck to serve. Double digits also for Villanueva with 10 points.
PhilHealth having a lot of success with their attacks, with those off-the-block hits.
So far, PhilHealth has 4 ladies in double digits. Rondina with 13, Rika with 12, Morales and Aton with 11.
Setters, both teams joining in the scoring. Yoska with another point.
Set it up to Morales.
Good save from BFP.
Morales once again, but it's gonna be out.
That's right. She had the right thing in mind. There was actually no one in that area. No defense on the side of BFP. Just the push was too strong.
Yoska. Rondina. Back to Abellana. Rondina once again. Second attempt is good for Greasy Rondina. Leading scorer for the PhilHealth team. 14 big points for this lady. Kanina na-mention ko, 4 na yung sa PhilHealth in double digits for the BFP. It's 2 players right now. Adolfo and Villanueva, 16 and 10 points respectively. That ball is out.
Gang Abellana not really in the best of her games today.
That's right, 8 points only for Gang today. Lipad ni Rondina is good.
Good hit by Abellana. Off speed, bell read by Abellana.
Puyo hits the back row and it's open.
BFP showing a little bit more of the way that they play. So this is nearer, you know, to kung paano talaga maglaro itong BFP.
And the third deadlock of this game, this set, 12-all. Would receive Rika from the back. Adolfo. Adolfo continues to hurt itong koponan ng PhilHealth Health Insurers dito. 17 big points for Fanny Adolfo. Caspillo, off speed is good for her. 6th point para dito kay Caspillo.
Exchange of points we're having here.
Parang yung set number 1 natin, no? Dikit na
Yeah.
dikit sila dun sa scoring natin. Rika with that attack. There goes Puyo, softer touch for Puyo. Rika once again. Oh! Pero hindi maganda yung depensa dito ng BFP. One-point lead here by the PhilHealth team. 14 serving 13.
Well, that was a
Bad.
good play.
Oh,
Excellent play there from BFP. You could really see already, no, from the takeoff pa lang ni Ganga Bellana,
Oo.
that's definitely going to be a point.
look at that fly. Pero good effort to be able to chase the ball. Lahat
Oh,
sumunod
yes,
eh.
so PhilHealth, talagang lahat nandun.
Oo.
Nawala yung player sa gitna ng court eh.
Lahat nandun sa sides.
Right.
Eh. Morales. Villanueva. Rika denied there. Caspillo will do this one.
Free ball.
Raterta giving it to Caspillo, another chance. Meanwhile, Villanueva off speed. They go to Rika with that drop. At ito namang si Adolfo also dropping that ball. Rika hits it long.
The rallies that we're having in this game, parang mahina ata. Walang bababa sa 10 seconds yata eh. I mean, 10 seconds may not sound long, but if you're inside the court, that's already a long time. Nakakapagod na yon.
Nakakapagod tumingala sa bola, no?
Hindi ko masarap ang tulog nitong dalawang team nito mamaya.
Baka may isa dyan hindi makatulog.
I'm sure. Pagod siya, pero hindi siya makatulog.
Oo. Ito muna, time out muna tayo here by Coach Carlos Pino.
Dalawa lang naman yan. Ang problem lang natin, nabigyan natin sila ng momentum. Okay? Maganda na yung momentum natin, tinigil lang natin. Bring back na momentum. Tara.
Patayin natin yung momentum mo.
Down by 2 points here for the Health Insurers. Morales punches that score. Good timeout for Coach Carlos Pino.
BFP still finds themselves ahead by 1, but PhilHealth is already up by 2 sets. So PhilHealth just needs this set to win the game and maintain the unblemished record.
Villanueva.
Oh, that makes it to the line. Oh, there was a touch by Morales as well, I think.
So far, BFP right here. 2-point advantage for the team right now. 17 serving, 15 here. Itong si Villanueva. 11 points now for the BFP Firefighters. Agton. But it's gonna be... And it's counting. It's down the line for Agton. Nakakatawa yung scores ng PhilHealth players. Dikit-dikit sila eh. 12, 13, 14 for their 4 players right there, Mirales, Rica, Agton, and Rondina. 1-2 play coming from Yoska that time. Villanueva denied. Too close to the net.
Good save from BFP.
Well, back-to-back points para dito kay Mitch Agton. 17 all. Si Villanueva, the cross is good. From the middle, ito naman si Adolfo.
Oh, what a hit by Fanny Adolfo. That is the kind of set that she likes. And she's able to have a good approach as well.
Look at this one. Nasaktan nata si Rondina doon. Malakas eh. Loaded yung attacking yon. This one Agton! Babawi!
She loads one herself.
Show of talents here. Showcase of talents here between these two teams. Powerful attack coming from Agton. 14 big points now for Agton. Chased for the second ball, Mamangon. Ito si Agton again. Villanueva will attack. Terta finding a way for that ball. Bad passing, easy over para sa kupunan ng BFP. Now Villanueva will punch a score for the BFP team. Unrelentless for Jelly May Villanueva.
Oh, she has been working very hard. And also manning yung backcourt ng defense ng BFP.
Because they know that they needed this set.
Good
have
block.
a chance. And still the BFP continues to dominate here. 2-point lead by the BFP Firefighters. 20 serving, 18 here. Looking at Jelly Villanueva, 12 big points for her. Rondina. Knocks it in for her. Rondina, 15 points for the Health Insurers. Still down by a point here on PhilHealth. Bad passing, too close to the net. Deadlock na rin natin on this fourth set. Of course, PhilHealth wanted to close this one out. Chase!
Oh, they can see the players of PhilHealth. No? Pag lumipad ang bola, lahat sila nakasunod eh.
Oh.
The effort really, to try to keep the ball alive.
Nakakatakot eh, kasi mukhang maano na siya dun sa pintuan eh.
Akala ko nga papasok pa sa loob eh. Combination.
Puyo!
Oh, nice hit there from Puyo.
That's gonna be the fourth point for Puyo. Much needed point of the BFP to at least extend this match. Second timeout for Coach Carlos Pino on this fourth set. Pakinggan natin.
Lang natin isipin kung kanino ibibigay yung bola, ha? Wag na kayo masyadong magdikit kasi binibilisan nila sa dulo, ha? Kailangan anticipate wing, anticipate ng dulo-dulo. Sa gitna, bigay mo na sa wing, ha? One stop lang tayo, then counter.
Isa-isa.
Ito, prinagawa natin ito. Dalawa pa yan. Dalawa lang yan. Ha? Team!
Pagod na sila on both sides. And for PhilHealth, you don't want to prolong your agony anymore here. Mahirap na pagbigyan dito ang koponan ng BFP. And for the BFP, much better set for them on this fourth set. Lamang sila ng 2 puntos dito. Morales hits that one. Challenge itong koponan ng BFP. But ball is still alive. Rondina denied.
BFP 3 straight points, 2 points away from extending this match to a 5th. It was Gang Abellana who denied Rondina in that sequence.
Rondina, a chance to attack for her.
Abellana!
Oh!
BFP!
Sabi kasi natin kanina, medyo silent siya eh. Ngayon nagpaparamdam na ulit itong si Gang Abellana with 11 big points now for her 3 ladies in double digits for the BFP. Pani Adolfo, Abellana, and Villanueva. Still there, chance for the PhilHealth.
Morales will get the set. Abellana. His chance to score. Picked up by PhilHealth. Almost a point for PhilHealth.
Go this one to Morales, denied.
Excellent defense at the net by BFP. And they extend the match to a 5th set.
One way or another, they have to put more focus and effort into play to be able to extend this match para sa koponan ng BFP Firefighters. It was a good set para sa kanilang koponan. We'll see the stats later on when we come back.
PhilHealth naman, errors lang naman yun, no? That just broke the momentum that on their end eh. It just so happened that BFP became very aggressive in their attacks. Medyo nag-struggle ng kaunti ang PhilHealth, you know, in trying to keep the ball alive on their side of the court. But I guess if they bring back how crafty they played nung second and third, that might make it difficult for BFP.
Of course, Villanueva, Abellana, and Adolfo, yung mga consistent attacks nila has been very helpful for the Firefighters on that last set.
We've said blocking has played a key role in BFP's win in the 4th, and that's how PhilHealth started the 5th.
Tuyo. Gagawa ng paraan for the PhilHealth. Yung akala mong alaganin na, pero meron pa. Pupuntas pa rin si Mitch Shagton right there.
Well, this has been one of the challenges actually of BFP no, since set number 1. Their back row is very open. So usually nahihirapan yung sweeper nila yung trying to catch the corners.
But Gang Abellana continues to challenge the Health Insurers right here. Look at this one, Abellana, 12 points.
This is actually a good rotation for BFP. Abellana and Adolfo is at front.
This time it's gonna be out for Gang. Lead by the PhilHealth. If you're PhilHealth, gusto mo na silang unahan because it's only a matter of 15 points here in this 5th set.
And we're near the fifth set. I was supposed to say, no, there's no room for error.
Oo.
Kasi hanggang 15 lang ang hinahabol ng both teams.
That's gonna be the first service error para dito kay Mitch Agton. She now has 16 points for Mitch Agton. But look at this, Gang Abellana. Rondina to attack. And it's good for Chrissy Rondina. Tied at 16 for these two ladies. Rondina and Agton, 16 points for them. Paunahan for these two teams. So far, 2-point advantage here by the Health Insurers. Dig. Villanueva to attack. Better reception from the PhilHealth. Adolfo was there in front. Bigay ang bola kay Rondina. Balik kay Villanueva. Back set is good. It's gonna count in for Caspillo.
3-point advantage here for PhilHealth.
Terta to serve. Balik ang bola para dito kay Rondina. And, 4-point now ang kalamangan dito ng kupunan ng PhilHealth. So, timeout muna para dito kay Coach De Maculangan. Terta with that serve. Set by Piosca to Puyo. Never receive right there. Villanueva off speed is good for her. Oh, Mirales hooks that one. Villanueva.
So that's was supposed to be a point already for a BFP. That's gotta hurt.
Five-point advantage for the Health Insurers. Adolfo in front. Pushes that one. Rondina once again. Villanueva with this hit. Rondina denied. Easy over coming from Caspillo that time. Ito si Puyo. Sasagot for the BFP. Much needed point coming from Puyo. 4th point for Dessa May. Still a 4-point lead here by the PhilHealth. Back set to Mirales. Adolfo gets that one.
Free ball.
Piosca setting it up for Adolfo. This time Rondina.
Good defense on the side of PhilHealth.
Rika from the back. Adolfo once again. Ball is still up. But that time nowhere to go for the PhilHealth team. Mabasa tatlong kalamangan ng koponan ng PhilHealth. Uyo with that serve. Espilio drops that one. Ito coming from Adolfo, that push. Easy over. Adolfo hits the back. Nahahabol na dito ng koponan ng BFP ang PhilHealth, kaya timeout muna for Coach Carlos Pino.
Dito ka pumesto ha. Mag-square lang tayo. Kasi hindi naman pinapano ng gitna eh. Laging ano lang, off-speed lang sa gitna. Kailangan nyo lang pwesto ano dulo-dulo, pati yung dalawang gilid sa ilalim ha.
Pero guys, kayo ni!
Huwag kayong mataranta. Huwag kayong mataranta. Lamang tayo. Huwag kayong mataranta.
Relax ha, go lang.
Relax tayo sa loob. Ha?
Compose guys, compose yourself.
Game!
PhilHealth!
Composure is very important on the side of the health insurers. So, yun ang bilang ng coaching staff over the timeout.
Ito kasi yung nakakaba eh. Itong fifth set
That's
na ito.
right.
Tapos dikit din naman sila. 2 points lang naman ang lamang dito ng kupunan ng PhilHealth. So no errors. Focus for the PhilHealth is needed. And take with that one. Go to Morales!
Was there a touch? No touch according to the referee. Isa na lang ang kalamangan nitong PhilHealth. 4-point run by BFP.
Rondina from the middle. Over. Morales.
Oh, that she catches the line. That was a good play by PhilHealth because hindi pa nakakapwesto ng maayos ang BFP and they executed a fast play.
Change of courts for these two teams. Of course, Morales. 13 points for her. Coming soon is the game between the PNP and the DNR Lawin Spikers right here at the UVL Season 4. Do catch us on our social media pages of UNTV Sports. Hindi lang sila yung nagpalit, pati yung mga fans nila. Change of courts as well for these two teams. Villanueva gets that one in.
Now, BFP would have to make sure that they keep this close. They want to not give or make PhilHealth maintain the momentum. They have to get the next point.
Close to the net. Easy over. Rica denied. Morales hits that one. Villanueva, the block there. Mamangon, blocked also. Good effort coming from Morales and Rica that time.
Now, next point will be crucial for BFP. 2-point advantage for PhilHealth. Just not to make it more difficult, you know, for the Lady Firefighters. They have to get the second this next point.
Good serve. Morales. Pang-ilang service aces na yan ni Team Morales.
She has been serving heavy. And then she catches the line.
Wow! 15 big points for Team Morales. 4th service ace. 10 sa atake, isa sa block. 4 dun sa kanyang service aces. Good serve from Morales. Chance for the PhilHealth. Agton stops that.
Oh, net touch from Agton.
Points ang hahabulin ng kupunan ng BFP. Chased by Raterta to Agton. Abellana to the back of the PhilHealth team. They go to Rica. 1-2 play. Rica once again tries for that one. Easy over for Villanueva. Agton. Still up. Raterta, this time to Rica. Si Agang Abellana susubok. Rica, long rally for these two teams.
Abellana drops it.
Still alive. Easy over coming from Laroga. Mamangon, another drop.
Joust at the net. Abellana will get a try.
Laroga wants it. Easy over coming from Raterta. Abellana. Ang tagal ng rallying to.
I think this is the longest
Oh.
in the entire game.
That's right. Still alive. Agton punches that one. A low pass coming from Mamangon that time. Caspillo. They have to end it right there with a score coming from Caspillo.
That wasn't the strongest of hits from Caspillo. But that's just enough for to score a point against Gang Abellana.
3 points needed here by the PhilHealth. But Gang responds to that one. Balik sa tatlong kalamangan ng PhilHealth. Let's go with that serve. Agton. There goes Abellana, denied by Agton. Ooh!
Good hit by Mamangon.
Holding on to this lead ang kupunan ng Health Insurers, 2 points. Oh, that was a good idea coming from Raterta. No look pass is good. 2 points away.
And she catches the line according to the linesman. BFP still in the game.
Lot will come back in para dito kay AJ Mamangon.
Pressure serve here for Omyot.
Agton. Smart move coming from Agton.
And it is match point for PhilHealth. Will BFP be able to recover? And sometimes the last point is the hardest to get.
That's Agton for that serve. There goes Abellana. Never giving up for Gang Abellana. 15 points now for Gang Abellana. No errors para sa koponan ng PhilHealth. Top speed is good coming from Rondina. Oh! But Adolfo was in front.
We can expect, of course, BFP to go to Fanny Adolfo. Much needed point here for a BFP. If they get the next one, they can still extend the set.
Nakakaba. Parang ako yung kinabahan.
Pressure.
Napaganon ako.
Yes.
Isang puntos na lang
Morales!
habol eh.
Opportunity now. BFP.
There goes NN. Adolfo will attack.
Rebound does not cross, and we are extending the fifth set. 4-3.
Oh! What a game here!
Now the heart that BFP is showing here. Talagang fighter. This is what you call the Lady Firefighters.
You don't want na madumisan ang record mo nga naman dito. Kapit kung kapit. Tina!
Ball still alive. It's a free ball. They will go to Mirales. Oh, that is a good read this time by BFP.
Yang was there. Mirales attacks and it hits the line.
This would really be a test of character for both teams. Who will be more composed? Who'll succumb to the pressure? Di pa to championship, by the way.
A taste ba? A taste?
Yes,
Pwedeng
could be
taste.
very well a taste of the championship. Adolfo. And tied once again. 15 all.
Gotta love the character from these two teams. Walang bumibitaw. Spilio with that one.
Villanueva. Oh! Good pick up by Raterta. Oh, this is close to the net. Rondina. Adolfo will get the set.
Morales with that one.
Oh, BFP was distracted for a bit because somebody on the side of PhilHealth touched the net. And they were signaling the referees that there was a net touch. So medyo at a fraction of a second nawala yung concentration nilang lahat. But no call was made by the referee.
Another point here for the PhilHealth team. Adolfo to attack. Morales drops that one.
Morales gets the set. Oh! They get the point.
What a great win! Impressive game and match para dito sa dalawang kumpanan na ito. But you know, PhilHealth really did well to be able to hold on dito sa game na ito kontra sa kumpanan ng BFP. I have to commend the players from their all-out effort para sa labang ito. Of course, ladies in double digits for the PhilHealth team. Morales 18 points, Rondina 17 points, Rika with 13 and Agton with 17 points. Sinong napili mong best player?
Well, it's actually very hard to choose, no? But you know, if you look at the overall game, so one of the players that that stood out in terms of performance and yung efficiency din, no, very minimal errors committed during the game is none other than Chrissy Rondina.
Give it to Rondina and to Glycergal.
Salamat, Rina. Kasama ko ngayon ang ating player of the game mula sa PhilHealth, Health Insurers, Chrissy Rondina. Chrissy, congratulations. Here's a little gift from UNTV Sports. Pero madikit yung naging laban natin hanggang dulo. Kitang-kita naman natin hanggang 5th set, humahabol itong BFP Lady Firefighters. Pero ano ba yung naging motivation mo para kumapit hanggang dulo at may-uwi ang panalong ito?
Yung motivation lang po namin is makuha yung victory. Communication po talaga yung importante sa team kasi nung mga previous na set, medyo tahimik po kami. So kailangan po na compose po kami at marunong po kami mag-adjust sa laro. Kasi malakas po talaga ang BFP. Kaya yun.
And you guys gave a good game for all of our viewers, lalo na you were able to stay in the game, I think, with the communication na na-mention mo kanina. Pero eto, balikan pa natin yung naging laban nyo kanina. What for you was the most challenging part of the game at paano nyo na-overcome itong challenge na ito?
For me po, actually mahirap po talaga. But ayun nga, sinasabi ko, kailangan po mag-maintain po kami na compose po sa laro. Yung kalaban lang naman po namin, hindi yung kalaban, yung sarili po namin. So kailangan po talaga na marunong po kaming mag-adjust. Yan.
Yes, at I'm sure lahat ng ito na mga natutunan nyo in this game ay babaunin natin sa mga susunod pa nating laban. Pero ito, nakita ko inabot na yung ating konting kodigo. This is your chance para batiin ang lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa inyo.
Ayun, binabati po namin yung aming PCO, Dr. Edwin Mercado, COO, Attorney Eli Santos, our all SVPs and VPs, all our VPs, especially to Sir Larry Tapsing, Ma'am Marge, hello! Sir Paulo Perez, Sir Delia Aceron, Attorney Harvey Carcedo, Dr. Hector Malate, Dr. Bernadette Lico, and to also our supervisors, hello po, to my family and to my teammates' family, coaches and coaching staff, to our coordinator, Sir Rape Balenya and Sir Delia Aceron, Ma'am Jenny Escueta, hello po, Sir Zaifi and our relatives and friends. Happy birthday sa Mama Tasha, Mama ni Ate Trisha. Binabati ko din po yung Corporate Action Center, Sir Charles, Miss Jen, Movie Buddy. And to our cancer patients, thank you po sa support! Hello! Happy birthday! Sir Ali Gio! Hello! Happy birthday kay Nanay! Thank you po! And hello sa family ko sa Compostela, Mama, Papa, ate ko, si MSD! Ang dami! Bas! ORVP! Halas! Lahat na lang! At saka pinapromote po namin yung PhilHealth Yakap namin, yung pinakabagong programa para po maka-avail po tayo ng libreng check-up laboratories. Thank you po!
Maraming salamat once again and congratulations, Chrissy Rondina, and to the rest of our Health Insurers team. Balik sa inyo dyan, Rina and Ivy.
Thank you so much, Glycel. Congratulations. I think dagdag motivation para sa kanila yung mga beneficiaries na sinama nila dito sa laro natin.
Yes.
Imagine that, ilang oras tayo dito sa labang ito. A grueling game between the BFP and the PhilHealth Health Insurers.
But it was a very exciting match, I think either way the game went, both teams would deserve to win. It was very, very tight, and this is the story of the whole match. Makikita naman natin kung gaano naging kalapit, no? Kung saan lumamang, saan mas advantage ang BFP, that's in the blocking. But the serving of PhilHealth was very well done here today. Nahirapan ng BFP with the passing. But I think overall, again, it's towards the end game kung who wants it more or who has composure talaga, yung kumakapit hanggang dulo.
At dahil dyan, ang kupunan ng PhilHealth still with unblemished record dito sa atin in the preliminaries. PhilHealth with 8-0 at ang BFP naman with 6-1 dun sa kanilang win-loss record. Coming right up, our next game for this afternoon, PMP kontra po yan sa kupunan ng DENR. When we come back, dito lang po yan sa UNTV Volleyball League Season 4.